Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have a brand new pick a card reading for you. We are going to look into what is the month of September 2025 has in store for you. So, I have prepared three groups for you to choose from. And if you are new to my channel or if you are new to the pick a card readings, let me give you a quick rundown of how this works. So, I use Oracle, Astrodice, other divination tools, my intuition to deliver the guidance, the predictions, the exact messages that you need to hear for your greatest and highest good. Okay, all you have to do is to sit back, relax, just close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Now ask yourself in your mind or out loud, what does the month of September 2025 has in store for me? What are the predictions? What is the energy that is coming towards me? What is the guidance? What do I need to be aware of? What do I need to embody? What are the exact messages I need to hear to level up, to show up as my best self in the month of September 2025? Now open your eyes and look at these three cards. These are your three options. You are going to pick and choose one of these. If you feel drawn to more than one group, then there must be messages in like two groups or even all three. If you are genuinely drawn to these, there will be messages in there for you. Okay, just trust your intuition, trust your gut. So you can choose based on the numbers. Here we have pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. Okay, and before I give you the close up for these cards, I am not incorporating these cards in your reading. However, if a message resonates, I will bring that up in your reading. But these cards out here are for you to make an intuitive selection for your pile. Okay, so this is pile number one with the keyword courage. So you could be drawn to a pile number, a keyword, or the graphic or the art on this card. Okay, so this is pile number one with courage. This is pile number two with the keyword diligence. And this is pile number three with the keyword flow. Okay, so once again, once you have set your intentions, once you have asked yourself or the divine or the universe what is in store for me in the month of September 2025, all you have to do is to take a deep breath in and just relax and look at these cards and see which one calls out to you. Okay, so once again, pile number one, two, and three. You can pick based on the number or the imagery or the keyword. Okay, trust your intuition. Your intuition knows which pile contains a message for you. Okay, now once you have made your pile selection, I will have timestamps linked in the description box, and you can click on the timestamp for your pile and we will jump straight to your reading. So if you are ready, I'll see you at your pile selection and let's see what the September has in store for you. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your September predictions. If you selected this card, Courage, this is your reading. Get comfy, get cozy because we have a lots of cards to go through. We are diving deep into what is coming for your September. So let me first give you a quick breakdown of this reading. We are going to start off with the Astro dice to see the overall theme, overall energy. Okay, and we also have these tea leaf cards that I've already shuffled for you. We have these Moonology cards for you. Okay, so we will be first looking at the overall theme, overall focus, the main messages that you need to hear for the month of September. Then we will jump into specific areas of your life. So first of all, we will talk about your everyday life, like what's happening in your everyday life in the month of September. And I have two oracle cards, one tarot card for each of the areas of your life. Then we will jump into your love and relationships, what is happening, any specific messages that we have for your love life or for any personal relationships. And then we will jump into your personal growth, like career, personal growth, spiritual growth, any specific messages that come through, we will dive into that. Okay, so we have lots to cover. Let's get started. So what's coming in the month of September for my pile number ones? Okay, so it's so funny that before rolling the dice, this fell through and it showed seventh house, and it is again showing up seventh house. So we have Pluto in the 7th house in the sign of Aquarius. Interesting. And we have here Scorpio. Pluto rules the sign of Scorpio. So first of all, I see that in your romantic relationships, a lot of transformation is happening. With Aquarius here in the 7th house, it feels like that you have some fears around opening up with your partner. So it could be a current partner, romantic partner, maybe someone you are dating, or in the initial stages of relationship. You could even be married, it still applies. So it looks like to me that you play the detachment game in your relationship, and we have this card, work through fears, new moon in Scorpio. So I would say that, and we also have here, hold your vision. So when it comes to your personal relationships, and especially romantic partnership, for some this could be a business partnership, but this is looking me more like a romantic partnership of some sort. Okay, so if you are looking to step up in your love life, or if you want to take your love life or your relationship to the next level, whatever that looks like to you, you will have to work through your fears. Okay, you will have to work through the fears that you have regarding intimacy. Intimacy could be physical intimacy, but this could also be emotional intimacy with the Aquarius, because Aquarius is a very detached kind of energy. Okay, also with the Pluto in the 7th in the Aquarius, it also is making me feel that your perspective, or how you view relationship, how you view partnership, how, like, what does marriage mean to you, what does relationship mean to you, what does a romantic partner like means to you, that is changing for some of you. And with hold your vision, because this is fixed moon and this is new moon, so it looks like that a new start in your relationship is available to you. Okay, a new level of commitment is available to you, but you would have to work through your fears here. Okay, and we will dive deeper into that when we pull your love messages, and we will see what comes through. And with this hold your vision card and fixed moon, because this is not just a relationship reading, this is the overall messages. But since we have the 7th house here, I can see that in the month of September, your romantic relationship could be in quite focus, or you could be actively working through some fears, insecurities in your relationship as well. Also, Pluto is about power struggles. So if you are going through some sort of issues in your relationship, you need to look into if you're trying to control the relationship too much. Because again, with this Pluto energy and the Aquarius energy, you need to zoom out a little bit. Now, take this message however resonates with you, but I also see the Scorpio here. But yeah, Scorpio energy is coming very strong. Your partner might be a Scorpio, you might be a Scorpio. Like you or your partner may have Scorpio as your sun, moon, rising, even Venus in Scorpio, or Venus in the 7th house, or Aquarius, like Venus in Aquarius, or moon in Aquarius. So for some of you, if you are going through the situation of where it is like a power struggle, I would say with the Aquarius energy, you need to detach a little bit and you need to focus on your own goals. For some of you, different messages for different people, because we also have the card here, throne, position of authority. So I see that in your life, you are stepping up. Okay, you are stepping up in a position of authority. So this looks like overall you feeling confident about yourself, you see your worth. And for some of you, you are literally stepping into a position of authority at work, in your job, or somewhere. Okay, 100%. You are being recognized, you are being highly respected. Like people respect you for your skills, for what you bring to the table. Okay, people value your services, your products, if you are running a business. Okay, and again, if you are running a business or like aspiring to like launch a product, launch a business, it is going to be successful. Okay, now we also have here the pig, beware of greed. And interestingly, we also have diamond. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. So these two cards together, like it's giving me very interesting energy. In fact, even with the throne. So what I see here is that since you are stepping into this position of authority, whether it is literally you stepping into a position of authority, or overall it's like you are glowing, you're feeling confident, things like that, like somehow you are shining bright. People might come to you, like they might try to please you, gift you something, try to offer some kind of favor to you. With this big energy here, I want you to be super aware of, okay, look, like if you get some gift, some compliment, someone trying to do something for you, if that really helps you, take the help, take the offer, take the gift, but do so from a detached kind of energy. With this Aquarius, also with the Aquarius and the throne, it's making me feel that you're standing out in the month of September in some shape or form. Beware of greed, like make sure that someone does not take advantage of you. You need to assess, you need to be discerning about if someone is offering you something, are they doing so because they genuinely value you, they genuinely want to appreciate you, they are genuinely thankful for your presence or something that you have done for them, or they're just doing it because they need something in return. So beware of greed, like just don't get carried away if someone showers you with love or whatever. This could also apply in your romantic partnership. So if your partner is doing something for you, if you are in a healthy relationship, obviously your partner would give you a gift or something. It also makes me feel that don't be too greedy. Appreciate what your partner actually does for you, whatever he or she offers you, like be grateful for that. And but it also says you will be receiving or giving a precious gift, okay? So you could be giving a partner or someone, but again with this be with greed card is making me think, do so if you are giving the gift, do so from a place of genuine love and appreciation and things like that, whether you are giving this gift to a partner or somebody else, or if somebody else is giving you a gift, just make sure like you understand what are the intentions behind it, okay? We will see when we dive into specific messages, like what does it mean. So let's see specific messages for your everyday life. What is the energy around you, what is coming, what's happening? So for your tarot card, we have the Chariot in reverse, and this is so interesting because your under the deck energy is the Patient Witch, which is actually the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot, and this was also in reverse. So this says learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary, right? And this Hangman card was in reverse. So when this is upright, this shows delays and stagnation or feeling stuck, right? Something not moving forward, or you are stuck in a mindset, or you can't see the way forward, okay? Now with the Chariot card, because this was under the deck energy, so I feel that you have been trying to get unstuck in some shape or form in some area of your life, whether it is just mindset, whether it's a particular area of your life, whether it's like maybe you have been wanting to level up at again in a job or something, and you have felt stuck. And with these two cards, it's making me feel that you might have tried to please your bosses or other people at work, but if you have not done this from a genuine place, like it's not going to help much. With the Pluto energy and this fierce kind of with this Pluto energy and this new moon energy in Scorpio, it's giving me the vibe of like you need to be confident in yourself, you need to be confident about your vision, you need to understand what your fears and insecurities are, rather than focusing on pleasing other people, because that is going to help you level up, okay? So now the main card that we have for you is the Chariot. You will never get anywhere if you keep standing still. This is a very, very interesting message. So, Chariot, when upright, is you moving forward at a fast speed. Something is taking place, okay? And this is in reverse. So, once again, the stuck kind of energy. Since this under the deck energy, the Patient Witch, the Hangman, is in reverse. That means getting out of a stuck situation, okay? This makes me feel that if you are stuck in some area of your life, you are 100% capable of moving forward, because this says you will never get anywhere if you keep standing still. So it's like you have a vision, you have a goal, but you are stuck because of your fears. Maybe again, like with this position of authority, it's making me feel that you have a big goal in terms of business, career, something in your life. For some, this could be, and yeah, these two are major arcana, so this looks like a big thing. For some of you, this could simply be taking the next step in a relationship, whether it's getting engaged, getting married, starting a family, like having kids, if you are married or something like that, right? So again, whether you are single, whether you are married, dating, whatever, for some of you, you are wanting to step into this next level of commitment or next level of growth in your relationship, but it seems like it's not happening. And why it is not happening is because you need to work through these fears, because with this chariot card and with this card, it makes me feel that there are things that needs to shift, especially when it comes to your perspective, your mindset, the way, she is lying on the bed looking at the ceiling. This is giving me the vibe of you need to flip the script somehow. As I said, with the Aquarius energy, with the Pluto energy, you need to have a shift in your mindset regarding the situation. Okay, you need to take some steps here. Let's see. So we also have inner strength. Yes, inner strength. Like you need to, you have lots of fears around something in your life, and you need to work through those. Yes, momentum. Oh my god, I cannot make this up. Literally, we have momentum, we have chariot. So like again, we have this word here, like this, I read this as like manifest. So you're trying to manifest something. And since this is major arcana, for many of you, it's giving me two vibes. First, leveling up or moving to the next level of commitment in a relationship, in the romantic partnership. And for some, this is about stepping into a position of authority. With the diamond card and throne and this, some of you might be wanting to propose to somebody, or somebody you are already maybe dating or something, they want to propose to you, but maybe they are scared and they are working through your fears. And with this whole your vision card, it tells me like, if you like that person too, if you would like to be with that person, I would say hold your vision, because that person is eventually coming to you with this momentum card. Okay, with this inner strength card, it has the number 9 on it, so you are wrapping up a cycle. We have the number 52, which is a 7. We also have the 7 here. We have the 7 house, so 777 might be a sign of synchronicity for you. You might be seeing 777. So let's see what exactly are the messages for your love life. So for your tarot card, we have, okay, temperance and reverse. Listen, I cannot make this up, okay? Look what this card says. Let go of self imposed limitations. This is clear as day. Let go of self imposed limitations. Now, let's just look at this like a story. What does this card say when it comes to love and relationship? Let go of self imposed limitation. What does this card say? Work through your fears, right? What does this card say? Momentum. What does this card say? You will never get anywhere if you keep standing still. What does this card say? Inner strength. You need to work on your own confidence. You need to look at yourself. Don't you believe in yourself? Do you need to shift your perspective about something? Are you giving up too soon on a goal, on a relationship, on a person that you genuinely want? Are you being greedy? Like, do you want things like yesterday? Are you not willing to wait? And when I pulled your tea leaf oracles, the under the deck energy was heart, great happiness. So I genuinely feel that you are manifesting a lot of momentum, a lot of happiness, but it is not. And again, like I wasn't supposed to incorporate this, but this also says courage, and we have inner strength. So guys, listen, whatever is that you are going through, trust and believe. Happiness is coming towards you. Commitments, gifts is coming towards you. You are perfectly capable of being in a position of authority. Okay. With this Aquarius energy, you should not be scared to showcase your gifts and talents. If you have some unique skills, do not be scared of not being able to fit in. You are like, you're not supposed to fit in, right? Let's see what else we have. We have heartbreak, okay, and we have dressing up. So don't get scared with this card, okay? It says heartbreak is a part of the human experience, it will pass. And we have dressing up, an opportunity to dress up and party fun times ahead. As I said, happiness, right? Fun times are ahead. You are going to have some fun times in the month of September, especially with a romantic partner. Now, what do we mean by this heartbreak card? So, if you have been going through some tough times in your relationship, okay, if you have been feeling alone, like if you are crying your eyes out because something happened, if you feel that this is not working out, you are not, or for some this could be with this taxi, this chariot. Some of you be at a distance with your partner, and that is making you feel sad, that is making you feel this heartbreak energy. Maybe you have not seen each other in a while, that is okay, because this was in reverse. So you have been wanting to meet your partner have been wanting to meet you, but somehow that looks delayed, like it might feel like that it's never gonna happen. That's really the vibe I'm getting, but this was in reverse, so I see the delays lifting off. And with this temperance energy, so if you are in a situation where you have been at a distance, if your partner has done something that has made you feel sad, heartbroken, understand that that is a part of the process. If you are in a relationship, you have to go through the ups and downs. Of course, you have to use your own intuition, okay? If the person you are with is a genuine person, if they care for you, if they respect you, it is okay to have some distance sometimes. Meanwhile, you can be focusing on yourself. With the temperance card also, it's telling me this is the time in the month of September, take care of yourself, focus on yourself, and you need to control your emotions. You really need to have some sort of emotional control, whether it is feeling in love, whether it is feeling like heartbroken, whether you are feeling angry at your partner, whether you are scared. Like, you need to keep your emotions in check. And with this imagery, I am getting this vibe. If you make time for yourself, like you need to have some alone time for yourself where you just chill, you take care of yourself, you sip a cup of tea, you're hydrated, you're taking care of your health, right? You are spending some time in nature, make just with this window open, like have some fresh air in your system, right? With all these hearts imagery here, like pour some love into yourself, that will attract the love that you want from your partner, okay? Sounds cliche, but this is so true. And with this dressing up card, it is making me feel that if you have not met your partner in a while, you are getting an opportunity to go on a date or just go out to a party or something. If you are, let's say, single, you might find someone if you are going out. And again, if you are single and if you like wanting to attract some love, focusing on yourself, focusing on, leveling up in your life overall, treating yourself right, like dressing up. And dressing up does not mean that you have to dress like some, like in an extraordinary way, but it's like putting some effort into yourself in your everyday life that will attract the right partner to you. Okay, now let's see what we have in terms of personal growth. So we have Empress, beautiful card. There is beauty to be found in every experience. So again, this makes me feel that you might have been going through some internal struggles, some conflict in partnership, power struggles. And I think it's easy for me to say power struggles, and I do not know your exact situation, but I can tell you power struggles in a relationship can be really, really draining. So you need to be super clear on like what is that you expect from your partner. Try to have more clear communication, okay? Do not say things out of fear, out of ego. Like, show some love, because again, the Aquarius energy can be cold, detached, and the Empress energy is very loving, nurturing. But also the Empress energy is telling me that you are growing up. As I said, like position of authority, you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. You could be investing in yourself in the month of September, doing something for your hair, buying a new dress. But the Empress is major arcana, so that makes me feel like, again, with this in your everyday life, with this inner strength card and momentum, I feel that you are taking the steps. Like but we have this Chariot in reverse, so I feel that so much growth is available to you, so many opportunities to step up are available to you, but you have to like gather yourself and take action. And with this momentum card, I feel that you will be able to do so with the Empress card. Okay. And we also have Shapeshifter, the Wow. With this Shapeshifter card, and again with this Hangman energy, it's like you need to shift your perspective. And again with the Wow card and the Shapeshifter energy, the seventh house energy, the Pluto, because Pluto is deep transformation. Scorpio energy, it's deep, deep, deep transformation. Like when you go through some sort of Pluto transit, or like a Pluto kind of transformation in any area of your life, that's irreversible. It brings big changes in your life. This is not like ordinary change, right? So a couple of messages with this. With the Wow card, again with the seventh house energy and the Shapeshifter energy, it makes me feel that you are redefining what does this partnership mean to you, and you are doing so from a place of groundedness, from a place of self-worth. You are first looking out for yourself, what serves you, what emotionally fulfills you, what makes you feel abundant, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel accomplished. That is the lens that you are using to look at this relationship. Because again, for some of you with this heartbreak energy, like some of you might have to walk away from a person if they are not making you feel like this Empress. And when I say that with a lot of caution, and you should receive this message with a lot of caution, because with this big energy here, beware of greed, you just cannot expect from someone to treat you right or treat you like a queen or an empress or a king. Even if you are male watching this, it does not matter if you are not doing the same for yourself. If you yourself are not trading right, if you are not investing in yourself, if you don't look at yourself as someone who is worthy of love, big goals, big vision, a great life, right? If you are not confident in yourself, then do not expect somebody else to do that for you. This is really important. Okay, so for some of you, when like, because you are stepping into this Empress energy, this glow up energy, you are creating something, nurturing something, stepping into like a authority role in your career or in everyday life. If when you're doing that, you might redefine what does a relationship or partnership means to you, and you might change your behavior, you might change how you show up in the relationship, and that will help you release these fears and make your partner want you more, or make your partner feel that you both are ready to level up in your relationship, whatever that looks like for you. And for some of you, you might decide that I need to walk away, and you are like, I'm ready, I'm open to new people, new opportunities. I don't need a partner to make myself happy. Okay, for some of you. So take however this resonates with you, but 100% like you are glowing, you are growing in the month of September. Just make sure that you are taking action and you are not sitting still. Okay, we also have these cards like what are the rituals that you can do in the month of September for feeling better, feeling good, feeling high energy. So of course the first card, not even surprised, movement, like a lot of movement here. Again with that Hangman, you need to move your body, whether it is going for a walk. I would say commit, literally commit to some sort of physical activity, whether it is yoga, Pilates, going for a walk, kickboxing, whatever your jam is, but do something to connect with your body so that you are more in your body grounded and less in your mind and your emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling your emotions, but if you allow yourself to get drifted too far away in your emotions, you lose the sight of the actual situation. You forget what is that you actually want. You forget what is that is actually important to you. So it really, really is important that you connect with your body. Okay. Then we have music. Listening to your favorite music, meditation music can help you a lot. And you won't believe, but I literally have music playing in the background because when I film these readings, I need to ground myself. I need to feel good, and music really, really helps me. So I put some like instrumental music, like on a very low volume so I can hear it, but you cannot. So music can help you. And we also have Nourish Your Temple. It's same as like the movement. So basically, it's like take care of your body. Take care of your body. Make sure you are eating right, you are eating clean. And also I would say that make sure, like, you need to focus on what you're feeding your body. You also need to take care of what you are feeding your mind. Okay, because mind and body are connected. What kind of thoughts you are feeding to your mind, your heart, what kind of content you are looking on social media. And we also have the numbers here: 36, 37, 38. So to me, this is again progression, like 36, 37, 38. So something is definitely catching momentum for you in the month of September. Okay, so move and take action. If there's a goal, if there's something that you can do, like literally when you watch this reading, write down what are your main goals for the month of September. What is that you can do? Or if you are feeling stuck in a particular situation, whether it is a career goal, whether it is a relationship, write down what is that you can do. If nothing else, start incorporating movement. Start doing, like, start listening to some meditation music. Start making some healthy food for yourself and nourishing your body, and you will feel so much better. Okay, so this is what I have for you, my pile number one. If these messages resonated with you, hit the like button to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure your notification bells are on so that you are notified whenever I post a new reading. I have also done a September 2025 predictions for each zodiac sign. So I will link the playlist in the description box. So with this pile and with your zodiac sign prediction, you might want to look into it. What are the messages we have for you as per your zodiac sign? It will give you a more detailed, crisp picture of what's coming for you in the month of September. Okay, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my pile number twos. Welcome to your September prediction. So if you selected this card, diligence, if you selected pile number two, let's see what is the month of September 2025 has in store for you. Let me give you a quick rundown how we are going to move forward with this reading. So first, we are going to begin with the Astro Dice to see the overall theme, overall focus. And I have already pre-shuffled some cards, some Tea Leaf Oracle cards, some Moonology cards for you to see the overall theme, focus. And then once we are done with the overall theme, overall energy, we will jump into specific sections of your life. So we have one tarot card and two oracle for your everyday life, like what's happening in your everyday life in the month of September. Then what are the specific messages in your love and relationships? It could be like partnership, romantic partnership, or other relationships. And then we are going to look into what messages do we have for your personal growth, career, spiritual growth, and those kind of things. Okay, so let's begin with our Astro Dice. Are you ready? Let's see what's coming for my pile number twos in the month of September 2025. Okay, we have Neptune in the sign of Taurus, in the sign of 10th house. Super interesting. With Neptune in Taurus in the 10th house, some of you are straight up focused on your career and expanding your wealth. Maybe you're wanting to make some big purchases for yourself, for your home, for some. Okay, uh, like Neptune is the card of like big visions, but Neptune is also the energy of illusion, fogginess, confusion. And we have a lot of cards that we have pulled out in here for you, but we will dive into that step by step. But the overall energy, if I look at this with the Neptune, the Taurus in the 10th house in your natal chart is your public image. If you have some sort of career, some sort of job in the public side, or maybe you are someone who is a creator, someone who has a business or some sort of work on social media, or in some like, or maybe you are working for an organization but you are in the department of, let's say, like a PR, like public relations and those kind of things. Okay, yeah, so you definitely have big goals in those fields, and I see that you are focusing on that. Okay, and we also have the cards here: cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move, and we have show the world the real you. Exactly, this 10th house energy. So with this Neptune, you might be debating in your head how to come across when in public or when in front of a lot of people. You might be too concerned about your image, how you come across. You might be playing small, but this is your sign. Like in the month of September, you're making the first move. So if you have a specific goal in relation to making more money, creating more wealth, making some big purchases, you are making the first move. You are taking the first step in some shape or form, and with the show the world the real you, because Aquarius energy is like unique, a little bit different than the rest. So be bold to be who you are in front of other people. That will help you gain the success that you want. Okay, now with these three cards, we have a rooster, we have an arrogant boastful person you should not cross. Okay, with this card, you might have a person around you which is with the stubborn energy Taurus. With this Neptune energy, they might be manipulative, misleading, like saying something else, meaning something else, and kind of shape shifting. And with this 10th house energy, again, this could be for some of you in place of work. Okay, for some, let's just say if you are on social media or something, and this could be just an annoying person in your comment section. So don't pay attention to that. That is what I would say. But for those who have this person, maybe in a workplace situation or something, or even in family, I would say with these two cards, do not be scared of being who you are. If you want to say something, if you want to do something, if you want to have some boundaries in place, do so. Do not be scared. Do not be like, this person might try to scare you, this person might try to put you down or something. Okay, and yeah, so just be aware of it, because when we do tarot readings, like sometimes these readings help us get a heads up, okay, for something that's coming across. So this is just a heads up for you. If such a person you come in contact with during the month of September, do not back down with this energy here. Do not try to fit in. You're not here to fit in. Okay, whether it is in a job or something. For some, this could be in a relationship, and we will see that later. We also have the under the deck energy, the devil, and this devil energy is in reverse. So devil when upright could speak of toxic attachments, toxic cycles, again someone toxic around you. So I unfortunately see a lot of toxic energy around you. Now this does not mean that they will be able to harm you, or they will be able to do something to you, but I do sense some sort of toxic person, or it could be more than one, but I definitely see at least one toxic person around you, whether it is in like in your relationship or in your workplace. So just be aware of that. But this is in reverse, so it's making me feel that you are cutting this person off in some shape or way. Okay, if it is a relationship, you are cutting off that person. If this is someone in your like job or something, they cannot stop you from doing what you need to do. They cannot stop you from showing like who you are. They can't stop you, they can't take your credit, those kind of work politic things, but they won't be able to stop you. That's what I see. Okay, and with this Aquarius energy, and this also with this full moon is about clarity, something coming to illumination or realization. So you might not have been able to see this in the past, but in the month of September, you are going to sense who is not your friend, or you will be able to see that there's someone around you who does not have the right intentions for you. Okay, or there's someone who is not happy when you succeed or when you step up. And again, we have this Neptune energy. So Neptune energy is foggy, confusion, illusion, right? And we got a lot of energy like that here. So you might not have been able to see in the past, but now you can see that again with the Taurus energy. Taurus energy can also be like stubborn. The negative side of Taurus, someone stubborn, someone like too full of themselves sometimes, someone who is also very materialistic, right? So again, this could be in family, this could be at work. We will see how this plays out. We also have unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So I do not want you to be scared of this energy, but this does tell me that things might happen, because we also have like be bold and make the first move, show the world the real you. So it looks like to me, and with this Neptune energy, if you have big visions, big goals, there might be a lot of opportunities coming to you. Okay, or you might be getting an opportunity to showcase your skills or something, or take action on something, a new project, like a new opportunity, something might come up, right? And you need to plan ahead. And with unsettled times, it's like you might be overwhelmed. There might be things going at your home, there might be things going in your relationship, there might be things going at work. So I would say, like, when I'm filming this is 2nd of September. I'm running a bit late, so this reading will be either up today on 2nd of September or 3rd September at max. So by this time when you're watching this reading, if you have not already planned your goals, your steps, your action steps for the month of September, do that. Do not think that this is something that you are wasting your time on. No, take some time off, take at least 1 hour, like 30 minutes to 1 hour, and plan your month of September. Okay, and something that I heard a long time back is, do not just plan for your best days or your ideal days. Plan in such a way that if you have a less than ideal day, a bad day, like, what will you be able to do? What will be your priority at that point of time in that day? So keep those things in mind, right? And then we also have too much concern with sexual matters, and we have this devil card as well. So the first, I'm getting two messages with this card. So some of you might have some concerns with your physical health, so I would say get checked up. Okay, especially anything wrong, anything off with your reproductive system, if something like that, if you feel something is off, I would say get in touch with your doctors, do some, like, get tested, whatever that is. Like, if you feel off, like, get checked up. That is something that I would say. For others, I would say, I sense somehow someone in a toxic relationship here. Okay, it will not be everyone, but some of you might be in a toxic relationship, a codependent relationship, a relationship which is based more on lust rather than love, based more on physical pleasure. It with this Taurus energy, 10th house energy, it is also making me feel like maybe some sort of relationship that you think can benefit you, or that other person thinks that this relationship can benefit them in some shape or way, some sort of materialistic exchange happening. But I do not see that this is healthy. So be discerning here, use your own gut feeling, use your own discernment here in terms of relationship. Okay, and when we move to a specific relationship messages, we will see if we have anything else going on here. But yeah, I am definitely sensing someone in a toxic relationship here. And with this devil in reverse, I see that you, like, getting out of that relationship, and maybe that is making you feeling, unsettled or something like that. Yeah. And with this cardinal moon sign, it looks like to me, if you are in an unhealthy relationship, you are going to make the move or take the step to cut off this person, right? It doesn't have to be ugly, it can be mutual, but it looks like that you have someone around you who does not have your best interests in mind. Okay, so again, work, relationship, but yeah, that is there. So keep that in mind. Now let's see what we have going on in your everyday life overall in the month of September. We have the Fool. Yes, be bold and make the first move. The Fool is literally a fresh start, a new start. So you are stepping into the unknown again with this Aquarius energy. And the way that I look at these messages with this Neptune energy, it makes me feel that a lot is going on in your life in the month of September, in terms of relationship, in terms of work, overall, maybe with health, wellness as well. With this unsettled time, something might be going on in your family. Doesn't have to be necessarily bad, but it could be like you in a situation where you need to show up in your family, some obligations or something. So a lot could be happening in your life in the month of September that might feel unsettling, overwhelming, dealing with some negative energies. But with these two cards, it's making me feel that, especially with this Fool card, it's making me feel that you're not stopping. Nothing would be able to stop you in the month of September. So if you feel like down in the dumps for like in some shape or form, like pull yourself back up. Pull yourself back up. That is what I see, because with this devil energy in reverse, it's telling me that anything negative, anything toxic, whether it's just mindset, whether it's like a thought pattern, you are getting rid of it. You are 100% capable of making it happen. Okay, and you are making the first move, whatever that is. Whether it is, let's say, if you are someone dealing with again a negative person or going through some negative emotions, you might be like, let's say seeking a therapist or something, like you're doing something to make yourself feel better, so that you're focused on your big goals. You are focused on getting your bag, making sure that you are stable, like financially stable on your own. So again, for some of you, you might be in a relationship where you are like, maybe you have joint finances or something, but it has started to feel that this is not going the way you had planned or had thought of. So something like that again for some of you. We also had, like, this was the card that you pulled out, although it was not supposed to be included in the reading, but I see that with this diligence and this bird, I think you are having a bird's eye view of your life or a particular situation. You, again, with this, we see all these clouds here. This Neptunian energy is very cloudy. So, and if you we see that the bird is above these clouds, so anything you were unclear on, whether it was about a person, a situation, you are rising above the clouds. You can see things clearly, you can see things from a highest perspective, and that is going to help you take the leap of faith. And with the Fool card, usually it is that you are jumping into something you are not quite sure of, but it's clearly saying be bold and make the first move. And I think you are making this move in either taking a new opportunity at work, something like that, or this could be you letting someone go and starting afresh, or it could be both for some of you, but definitely a new start. And this is major arcana, so I definitely see that you are taking the first step in some area of your life, and this is big for you. This is big for you. Okay, what else we have? Yes, we have body work and rest. So again, for some of you, with this 10th house energy, Taurus energy, if you have been like working day in, day out, you might need to get some time off, get some rest, focus on your health. As I said earlier, if something is like, something feels off with your body, get checked up. Okay, and or maybe you just need some rest, right? Maybe you just need some rest. For some of you, I'm getting this message like, if you are a female in the reproductive age, right, you might be having like missed periods or something like that, like severe PMS systems and things of that nature. And like, this is telling me that it might not be that serious, but you need to make sure your stress levels are in control, making sure you're getting enough sleep, you're treating your body right, you are working out. That is also something that I am getting. Okay, but overall I see that you are, and again with the body work and the Fool, you might be starting a new workout routine. And it sounds very simple, it seems like a very small thing, and we think, and we see that Fool is the major arcana. Major arcana means big events in your life, and I don't think people look at exercising or working out as a big thing, but I can tell you from my own personal experience that this can literally turn your life around. So if you're starting a new workout regimen or something, it can actually turn your life around. It can literally change the way you see yourself. It can make you feel super confident. You might have more energy to go after the big goals that you have been wanting to go after. Okay, yeah, so keep that in mind. Now let's see what specific messages we have in love and relationships. So I have been pulling one tarot card for each of the specific areas, but for you I pulled out two because I wanted to get more clarity. So we have eight of materials, eight of pentacles in reverse, and we have nine of voices, which is nine of swords. This represents anxiety, insomnia, sleeplessness, okay, things of that nature. And with this eight of materials, in terms of relationship, if it is upright, it means that two people who are together, they are working in, they are putting in equal effort, or they are focused on growing the relationship or taking the relationship to the next level. But this was in reverse, so it looks like to me, if you are in a relationship, okay, in a romantic relationship of some sort, your partner might not be putting in equal effort. That might be causing you anxiety, stress. Okay, again, that stress, I see a lot of stress here. So that stress might be causing like health issues or something, so you need to look into that. And again, you have to discern like who this person is, if it's just lack of effort, or if this person is not genuinely the right person for you. We also have the card, I can't make this up, we have illusions, we have the Neptune energy, right? Be aware of love's illusions, see reality clearly. We have the full moon energy, we have the Neptunian energy, we have this imagery of religions rising above the clouds. So I am telling you that if you are in a relationship, if you are with a person who has been like not having your best interest, or not, or if they are not someone they claim they are, or if they don't love you the way they claim they do, those illusions are getting cleared up, 100% sure. We also have the card trust. It says guard your heart, not everyone deserves your trust. So it has a couple of meanings. For those of you who are in a relationship and you have been going through some issues, some trust issues, I would say listen to your gut. Okay, with this, again, this rooster, this rabbit energy, you might be with someone who is not a healthy partner, so use your discernment. With all this energy, I'm also looking at this, if there's someone who you recently met, maybe a month to a couple of months or weeks, make sure that they are not, it's also making me feel like someone love bombing you. So that's why it says guard your heart, not everyone deserves your trust. So again, if someone is just love bombing you, being like extra, like extra loving, like going out of the way for you, and especially if it's a new relationship, I would say be wary of that. As I was saying like earlier, like look into what their real intentions are. Okay, and for some of you, if you are not in a relationship, or maybe you are already in a healthy relationship, in the previous pile, in pile number one, relationship was a central theme. We got here like seventh house and all of that. In your reading, relationship is not exactly a central theme, but we do see some negative toxic energies around you, some selfish people around you in your energy field. So that is something you need to be aware of. Okay, so once again, because this is not just for romantic relationship, this could be any relationship, right? Personal relationships with a family member, a friend, a work colleague, it could be absolutely anything. So keep in mind that if you are in a healthy relationship, but if there are other people, maybe it's a work colleague or a teammate or someone trying to be super nice to you, or again, they could have selfish interests. Keep that in mind. And also, if you have someone in your life, it could be just as simple as like having a friend, okay, who is not pouring into you the way you pour into them, someone who is not showing like reciprocal love or care in some shape or form. Don't let that rob you of your sleep, your sanity, your calmness. Like don't. Okay, so let's see, when it comes to your personal growth, career, what we have the world, Beautiful energy, because this is the last card of Major Arcana. So we start with the Fool and we end with the World. So I also see that if you have already begun something, some project that you have taken up in last few weeks, months, you will be able to take that to culmination. It will, you will get the results that you want. And if you're starting something in the month of September, I am telling you that you are growing as a person, as an individual. And we also have, like, with the World energy, the 10th house energy, again a very public sort of image. So you are being known, okay, you are being known for something. And again, with this imagery and the World card, this could be you spreading your influence outside of your organization, outside of your current city or current country, right? If you are someone who is on social media, this is a great sign for you. You are expanding. If you are a small business owner, okay, you are expanding your services. Yeah, beautiful message. But overall, because this is like personal growth, spiritual growth, you are growing as a person, you are wrapping up some sort of cycle in your life, you're leveling up. That's what I see with this. You're leveling up, you're exploring new horizons. And again, with this Fool card, if you start something in the month of September, you will see success with it 100%. Okay, we also have the energy, the Destroyer and the Maiden. So with this Destroyer energy, it's a very clear message. You are ending something from your side. You are cutting someone negative from your life. If there's someone who is toxic, you are cutting them out of your life. Okay, if there is a mindset, there's a pattern, some limiting beliefs that you have been holding on to that has been stopping you from showing the world the real you, who you are. If there was any mindset that you had that made you feel that you need to play small, again with this Maiden card, because the Maiden card could be, the Maiden energy could be someone who is not very experienced, someone who is a bit naive, right? Someone who does not have much experience about life, about things. Okay, so if you had that kind of mindset, because again, like the Maiden energy is someone who is new, naive, someone like scared. But this is also very similar to this Fool energy, but this is coming out with the World. So I feel that you are like graduating to this next level, okay, and you are cutting out anything that is not healthy for you, mindset, patterns, habits, a toxic person. You're like, so with these tea leaf cards and this Fool energy, this World energy, okay, with the Neptune in the 10th house, you could have big goals, big visions. And if that is the case, I would say, again, with the unsettled time, need to plan ahead, make sure you have your goals written down. Make sure you know what are the exact steps that you need to take to reach your goal. Okay, plan in advance so that you can manage your time, like manage your schedule, manage your time, manage your energy as well with the body work card. Okay, if you have big goals, and with this Rest card also, I want to point out, it does not mean that you're not working in the month of September. It does not mean that you are not putting in work where it is required. But what this means to me is that you are managing your time, you are managing your energy, you are pouring your time, energy, resources into things that take you to your next level. You are investing in yourself, in building your own wealth, in building your own reputation, those kind of things. And you schedule everything, and you make sure that you have time for rest, you have time for like getting health checkups, things like that. Yeah, so beautiful energy. So you might feel a little unsettled at times in the month of September, but trust and believe, you are 100% capable of moving to the next level. Okay, yeah, just, and again, anyone draining your energy, anyone trying to take advantage of you, you are cutting them out, you're cutting them out. Because Aquarius energy, it's like I have a Sun in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. When I see someone's, the true side, if I sense that person does not have the right intentions, I do not hesitate even for a second to cut them out of my life, my space, everything. Okay, so that's the energy I feel for you in the month of September. And sometimes if it's someone who you kind of trusted or who you liked, or maybe it was a good teammate, a good colleague, a good business partner even, you know and it can feel unsettling when you have to let go of them. But you are doing it nevertheless, like you're doing it because you know that this is what you need to do to step up. and make sure that nobody takes advantage of you. Okay, so we have these some ritual cards, so some rituals that you can do in the month of September to take care of yourself, to feel happy, to feel energized, and all of that. Okay, so first off, we have connect with your ancestors. So this could be, tapping into some old practices, like old health practices, for example, like we say having a scalp massage or something, or maybe taking certain herbs or something, some herb formula that maybe maybe your grandparents used, something like that, and connect with your ancestors. This is reminding me of the root chakra. So if you are not aware of it, you can go on YouTube and search for root chakra meditations. So that is the energy center of your body that helps you feel grounded, connected, rooted in reality. So I would recommend to you doing some root chakra meditations. Okay, or maybe for some it could be just, looking into some stories from your grandparents, great grandparents, things like that, yeah. And then we have connect with the earth, grounding yourself, so basically going out in nature, touching some grass, getting some fresh air, like spending some time with, plants, trees, things like that. This could also be you meditating with some crystals. Okay, it doesn't have to be like, if you have some crystals, use them. Okay, if not, you don't need them, you can go out, sit on the grass, again meditate, something like that. Just go out in nature and connect with the earth. Connect with the earth. What this essentially means is you need to ground yourself in the present moment, especially if you're feeling unsettled or foggy, unclear. This will really help you. Okay, and then we have chanting, and this is so important. If you have never chanted, if you have never done any sort of chanting, I would say look into it. We can chant in different ways. I do some form of chanting as well. So if you cannot find anything, if you don't know what do I need to chant on, maybe go on YouTube and maybe find some chanting videos like Om chanting. Okay, or just listen to 432 hertz music. So these rituals will actually help you stay grounded and stay in the present moment, clear out illusions, feel more relaxed. Okay, yeah. So this is what I have for you, my pile number twos. I have also uploaded September predictions for each zodiac sign, so you might want to check that out. I will link the playlist in the description box. So combined with this pick a card reading and your zodiac predictions, you might be able to get an even more holistic picture of what the month of September has in store for you. So if these messages resonated with you, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments down below, what does this look like for you? Do you have any idea who this person is, like what's happening? And also let me know in the comments down below, what are your biggest goals in the month of September, and your biggest goals like for the rest of 2025. I would love to cheer you on. Okay, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure your notification bells are on so that you're notified every time I upload a reading. I do monthly predictions for each zodiac signs. I do a lot of pick a card readings. I will be posting more pick a card readings as well. Okay, almost one every week. That's the target. So I'll see you in your next reading. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Hello, pile number three, group number three. If you selected this card, Flow, this is your September 2025 prediction. So, are you ready? Take a deep breath in, get comfy, get cozy, and let's look into what's the month of September 2025 is bringing for you. Now, how this is going to work is I have pre-shuffled your cards. So we have some cards from Moonology, we have some tea leaf oracle cards here, and we are going to first look into the overall theme and focus main messages for you for the month of September with the help of this astro dice, these Moonology cards, and these tea leaf cards. Okay, and once we are done with the overall theme and focus for the month of September, then we will look into specific areas of your life. So I have have one tarot card and two oracle cards for each area. So first we are going to look into your everyday life, like overall what is happening, and then we will look into specific messages for love and relationships, and then we will look into what is coming in the area of personal growth, spiritual growth, any career specific messages that we get. Okay, so are you ready? Let's get started. And before we even begin, we have the card New Moon Eclipse here. And while I'm filming this, we are officially in the eclipse season. We are having our lunar eclipse on September 7th, and we are going to have a new moon eclipse, which is actually solar eclipse, on September 21st. So it looks like this month is going to be super powerful for you. I mean, it is super powerful for everyone, but this is showing up in your reading. So expect a lot of change and a lot of forward movement in your life. And remember that eclipse energy plays out in a cycle of 6 months. Okay, so some change will be definitely initiated in your life in this month, which will roll out and which will reveal itself, like how your life is changing in the next couple of months. Okay, so let's begin with your astro dice. What's coming in the month of September 2025 for my pile number 3, group number 3? Let's see. Okay, what is up with Neptune? This showed up for pile number 2 as well. Okay, we'll take it. Neptune in the second house. Wow. In the sign of Leo. So in pile number 2, if you were drawn to pile number 2 as well, you might check it out. It might have some messages for you. So we have Neptune in the second house in the sign of Leo. First of all, with the Neptune energy here, overall, if there has been some confusion, some fogginess in your life, in any area of life, I see clarity and answers coming in. This could be in form of external information. This could be in form of you gaining more information or you learning about certain things, maybe a certain problem, a certain goal that you have been confused about. Okay, or like certain events and experiences might be happening that lead you to this new clarity, almost like a breakthrough moment, an aha moment, because your under the deck energy was Ace of Swords. This is like a clear sign of clarity, and we have here the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. Okay, so definitely some communication coming in your life in the month of September 2025. Okay, and we have here second house. Second house is related to your self-worth, your personal possessions, your material world. Okay, also to some extent your sense of stability. And we have Leo energy here, which is the energy of creativity, playfulness, warmth, and being in the spotlight as well. And Neptune energy is also about big visions and creativity and imagination as well. So I see that for a lot of you, also with this Ace of Swords card here. In fact, we have a lot of cards in your spread which points towards finding clarity alongside a lot of change, like a lot of cards and energies, and we will dive them into one by one. Okay, so first of all, since we have second house, the house of self-worth, self-esteem, material, your material assets, your wealth, your personal wealth, your personal belongings, and those kind of things, with Neptune and Leo energy, it looks like to me that many of you here are somehow trying to make money through some sort of creative outlet, some sort of passion. For some of you, this could be simply being in the spotlight, being on stage, being on social media, or performing in some shape or form. And you are literally, or you maybe in the past, you have been trying to make money out of it. Okay, you have big visions, big dreams. Okay, regarding like maybe you want to publish a book, be on stage, be an author even for some. okay? And maybe you have been dabbling into like, how do I make this work for you? There might be limiting beliefs around this as well. And also with Neptune in Leo, you might have this tendency of tying your self-worth to your performance, like how creative you are, like you are somehow tying your self-worth based on external validation. So that is something you need to focus on in the month of September. Like, this is your clear sign that you can definitely make money based off your creative path, whatever that looks like for you, on your art, anything. If you have particular skills, particular talents that you would want to showcase, this is your month to do that, or at least start working in that direction. But you will have to make sure that you are not stuck into just the external validation thing, okay? And again, also, if you have like these creative outlets, you have to make sure that you also figure out, you also look into the direction of how I can make income out of this, how can I generate money out of this, how can I build my financial stability through my vision. Like, you will have to ground your vision into reality, okay? Make sure you are not living in a fantasy land, okay? And I think that like, you have been probably trying to do this for a while, okay? And we have this card here, Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So I see this theme that if you really want to make money out of your creative career, your creative pursuits, your creative interests, make sure that you pick something and you try to stick to it as much as possible. And this is an advice that I want you to take with a grain of salt, because based on where you are in your journey, this will look different, okay? So for example, if you are someone who is just starting out, who is just, who is just trying a new creative passion or something, or maybe you just discovered or you realize in the month of September, okay, I want to make money out of this. Maybe you're still working a job and you feel that, okay, I have this big vision, I have these skills, I can showcase my work, okay, I can make money out of it, I can monetize my content, things of that nature. If you just had this realization in the month of September, or maybe in last few weeks, last few months, okay, then you have to also understand that sometimes, like, this card was not supposed to be incorporated in your reading, but this is the card you chose. So I would say you will have to flow. And we also got the river archetype here. We will talk about that in a bit. But that was interesting. Like, you literally picked flow, and we have the archetype card river here for you. So if you are just starting out, you have to allow yourself to flow. And for a short while, if you feel that you are not going in a specific direction, you're trying this, you're trying that, I think that is okay. Because again, if you're starting something new, you will have to allow yourself to ramble a little bit, okay? But again, with this, as I said, like, if you're just starting out, then for maybe next few weeks, next few months, you might feel like you are going in random directions. That is okay, in my opinion. That is how I see this. But if you have been trying to do something, if you have been trying to monetize your gifts, your talents, or something for quite a while, then this is the month you set structures around it. You set a goal, and I mean, you know how they say, start with messy action, and I have always believed, I have said that in some of my videos in on some other channel, which was about, you can start with the messy action. Like, any action is better than taking no action at all. But messy action will only get you so far. So it's good to get started by doing something, trying a bunch of things, but at some point, and that would be rather quickly, you will have to decide, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it, this is the plan, this is the schedule, these are the steps, this is how I'm going to track my progress. So that is what you need to do. And even if you are starting out, okay, just because I'm saying that you are allowed to test a bunch of things, I would still say that in the beginning phases of starting anything new, you are allowed to change your mind, but you have to watch out for that. You are not changing your mind every other day. Okay, so I mean, you can set a goal, you can start working towards it, you can try a path, try a strategy, and while you are in the process, you might realize, okay, no, this is not the direction, this is the direction. I should not be doing A, I should be doing B. So those kind of things are allowed, but again, you have to watch out for, you have to be super decisive here. Like, you need to be super clear, okay, this is the goal, this is the talent, this is the skill I want to convert into this. This is how I want to be monetized. This is my big vision. These are the results that I'm looking for. Keeping that in mind, you should be, charting out your next steps. So this might look different for different people. Again, with the flow. So for some of you, 100%, like, you might have to allow yourself. And also, because we have the eclipse energy here, eclipse energy, especially the solar eclipse that is on 21st of September, and it literally says new moon eclipse, so watch out for that. Around 21st September or anytime in the month of September, some external events, circumstances, experience might literally change your direction. So make sure you are not resisting. Accept the change, accept the redirection, and try to connect it with your vision. Try to connect that change, that new experience, that new epiphany, that new breakthrough movement, that new piece of information, that missing piece. Like see how it connects with your vision when it comes to your, like, building your personal assets, your personal wealth, your, like, financial stability, and how it aligns with your creativity, your self-expression. Are you doing something just for performance? Are you doing something just for the sake of pleasing people, pleasing an audience, or even, pleasing a set of people you are working with who are allowing you to, showcase your skills and talents, something on those lines. So a lot of realignment, redirection might be happening in the month of September, and at certain points, you will have to allow things to flow and observe. Okay, we also have this card here, elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this eclipse energy, especially the solar eclipse, can feel a bit chaotic. It might feel like sudden changes, like things happening out of the blue. Okay, and if something like that happens, trust and believe it's happening so that you can be put on the right path if you're not already. Okay, and I'm looking at that card across the desk, which says divine timing. So yeah, some, like, you are being redirected somehow. Okay, so, and also it says a long journey, either physical. So some of you might be traveling. Neptune is also like far distances, connecting with someone abroad from a different country, from a totally different culture, which might again shift your perspective, give you a new piece of information, make you understand certain things better. And we also have wind chimes, which says peace and harmony. Okay, and this, when I look at this flow card, it gives me a sense of peace and relaxation and being at ease. So even if anything chaotic happens, your month of September, like, if not in the beginning or the middle, by the end of September, and as you step into October, like, you will feel a lot of peace and harmony in your life 100%. Okay, or you will be at peace with how things are going with your creative projects, your creative passions. Like, you will feel stable with the second house energy. We also have here I, which says psychic ability, trust your intuition. And Neptune energy is also about, your intuition, your imagination. So again, psychic gifts for some. So definitely your intuition is on point. Listen to your inner voice, listen to any signs and synchronicities that speak to you. The lunar eclipse that is happening this month is on September 7th, and it is in the sign of Pisces. Again, a very spiritual, psychic, imaginative kind of energy. During this lunar eclipse, you again might be getting some insights, psychic downloads, divine downloads, moments of breakthrough with this Ace of Swords. Okay, you might be finally seeing how things are coming together. Like, we also have the card here, the unseen. So as I said, a lot of um information coming in, clarity coming in, kind of energy is in your spread, like unseen. There are things that you probably don't see coming. Okay. And we have an eye here, we have an eye here, we have the answers you need are coming, we have the Ace of Swords here, we have this eclipse energy, we have this eclipse energy here, and new moon eclipses, I mean solar eclipses are about new starts, fresh beginnings. We have this flow card here, and here also we see almost like a full moon. So a lot of illumination, a lot of clarity is coming for you in the month of September. Also with the Neptune energy, again, this could apply to any area of your life. If in any area of your life you have felt that you are not clear, things are confusing you, or maybe you are in illusions about something, that fog is lifting. Okay, that fog is lifting. Now let's dive into your specific message and see what else we have for you in the month of September. So for your everyday life, what's coming, we have the Hermit. So 100% you are doing a lot of reflection with the Hermit card. You might be less social this month, or yeah, maybe doing like more focused on your inner world, maybe working on your art. For some, you could be creating a mood board, a vision board. Maybe there's something that you want to put out and you are making some mood board kind of thing, those kind of things, right? And again, like with this, all this clarity and insight, so you might be getting a lot of creative ideas as well. Or some of you who might be struggling, like how to express yourself. Let's say if some of you, let's say, have a YouTube channel, or you want to create a YouTube channel, you might be struggling with like how exactly I want to come across. You are getting clarity on that, things of that nature. Okay. And with this Hermit energy, you are spending more time with yourself, with your craft, understanding yourself. And this is major arcana. So once again, and the Hermit energy is about being wiser, getting insights, getting clarity. This is also the Virgo energy, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this is Virgo energy, and we have the solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. So there are themes around healing and building stable foundations and those kind of things, routines and structures. So yeah, let's see. Then we have explore, and then we have individuality. And this card screams Leo energy to me, individuality. Explore. You are literally exploring yourself, how you want to express, how you want to speak, how you want to dress up, what do you like, what kind of art you want to make, even what kind of aesthetics you want for your home, for your creative space, for your creative studio, and things of that nature. That could also be happening as well. Wow, beautiful energy. And again, with this explore, and we see all these clouds, this dreamy Neptunian energy. So definitely some of you are making maybe your 2026 vision board in the month of September, or you are, working on leveling up even before the year ends, and you want to create a mood board, you want to create like a glow up routine, some sort of lifestyle shift. Because again, this Virgo energy here with the eclipses, you might be trying to make some changes around your lifestyle, your routines, your sleep cycles, your health, your wellness routine. So you might be working on that. You might be working on, again, like finding your spark with all these signs here. For some, this is just like, rediscovering your personal style with the Leo energy. with second house, you could be making some big purchases to improve your dressing sense or something. For some, this could be you elevating your home, your space, your office. For some, even, right? You're exploring new realms. Wow, very very interesting energy here. So let's see in love and relationship what else is coming. So in love and relationships, we have King of Cups, unseen, and settling. As I said, once again, we have another card. In fact, this is so strange. Like when I pulled card from this deck, this was under the deck energy, the unseen. So there's something that you probably don't see coming, or if there was something that you have been confused about, unsure about, unclear about, I see that clearing up. And if you are in a relationship, dating, or again in a confusing situation. Maybe you are in some sort of situationship, okay, and you have not been able to see clearly, maybe losing your self-worth in that relationship. I see that you are recognizing your worth as well with this unseen card. So with the King of Cups, you might be dating or in a relationship with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you might be Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or water signs. But you don't have to be, this is just some energies. This card says, avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. Love can be blind, ensure you're not overlooking red flags. And we have this King of Cups. King of Cups, all of this is a male energy. So again, as I said, this could be a person you are dating or in a relationship with, or maybe in a situationship or something. And we have this unseen and this Neptune energy, because as I said, Neptune energy can be very confusing. This is a message for you that, like, again, this is not for everyone, but if you have felt in a relationship, maybe you don't feel secure in this relationship, maybe you don't feel seen and heard in this relationship, maybe you feel like that you cannot express yourself, the authentic side of you in this relationship, or when you are with this person, that is a red flag. And make sure that these feelings of love and emotional highs are not drowning your discernment. Again, if this is a situationship with this full moon in Gemini energy is about communication. This is, you might be talking to your partner, your person, talking about having more clarity in this situation, like where are you headed, what does this relationship like mean to both of you, what is the direction you're going in, what are the next steps. And just make sure that they don't sweet talk to you and make you feel confused. They need to give you some concrete answer. And when you express yourself, your needs, make sure that they allow you to speak, they allow you to express. They don't try to dull your shine, they don't try to shut you down. So, and make sure you're not settling. This is for some of you, okay? But overall, I see peace and harmony here. And there's a possibility with this King of Cups, this indecisiveness, long journey, and all of that. I feel that for some of you, once again, if you have been in a situationship and if that person is nice, faithful, loyal to you, respectful to you, cares for you, there's a possibility that both of you have been going through some like insecurities, fears, unsure, foggy, maybe one of you or both of you. I see that like it has been maybe a long journey. If you have been with someone for like a long time, if they allow you to shine, if they allow you to express yourself without shutting you down, if they give you this sense of belongingness, if they make you feel safe and stable, for those of you, I feel that you are finally getting into a phase of peace and harmony, and you might have clarity on what next steps you are going to take as a couple. And for some of you, you will realize that this person does not deserve you. And with this King of Cups energy, as I said, this is a masculine energy, but this could also be you embodying this King of Cups energy, being, because we also have the Hermit energy here. So for some of you, you might be reflecting on this relationship with this Hermit card. Maybe this relationship is showing you, like, who you truly are, what are your shadow sides, where are you playing small. Like, you might be, because a lot of times we discover ourselves when we get into a relationship with someone. It could be a short term, it could be a long term, but usually in long term relationships, whether you end up being together or whether you part ways or you break up or whatever, like, relationships really show you where you need to grow. Your relationships, especially romantic relationships, they show you your levels of self-worth, self-confidence, your emotional world, like how stable it is without that person. Are you emotionally dependent on that person? Okay, so you might be doing some of those reflections. And for Others of you, I would say, this is not just romantic relationships, it could be some other people. So any other people you might have close to you, make sure that if you are pouring your time, energy, resources into a relationship, you get some equal reciprocation. Okay. And with this King of Cups energy, I'm getting this feeling of, you will not be, if in the past you have been emotionally reactive, not with just a romantic partner but with anybody, I feel that in the month of September, I feel that you are more emotionally stable. You don't get angry easily, you don't get worked up that easily. So yeah, that is something that I'm getting. Okay, so now for your personal growth, we have, okay, the vision. I totally forgot the vision, the Neptune energy here. So we have the vision, the river, and the Page of Cups. And as I said, with the river, so river energy, river archetype has a lot of meanings. With the upcoming lunar eclipse, you might be in your fields with this hermit energy. You might be having a lot of revelations. I have absolutely no doubt about it. It might feel a little heavy. You might cry, but at the same time, even if you go through some emotional lows around the like 7th of September, that week, even like this week when I'm uploading this like on 3rd of September, so even this week you might feel that emotional heaviness. Trust and believe that if you allow yourself to go through these emotions, feel these feelings, okay, allow yourself to flow, allow things to happen, this is exactly that will give you clarity for your next steps. And we also have the Page of Cups. So this is your personal growth area, right? So Page of Cups is about being unique, expressing yourself once again, putting your unique ideas out in the world, being creative. Okay, so I see a lot of artists, creative people in this group. Okay, and you are getting a lot of clarity on your vision. You're getting a lot of clarity on your vision, and this is your huge sign to put yourself out there, to put your art out there, put your work out there, showcase your skills, your talents, and connect with your vision. Like, what is that you truly want? If you have not made any vision board, and vision board is not just about pretty pictures or a Pinterest board. Okay, vision is about getting clear on what is that you want. What do you want your life to look like? What are the concrete goals that you are trying to achieve? What is the result that you're looking for? What are the experience that you're calling in your life? I want to know in the comments down below, what is your vision? What is your long-term vision? What is something that you're trying to bring to life by the end of September 2025? Speak it out loud to the universe, to the divine. Like, drop it in the comments. What is this vision? What is this creative thing you're working on? That's the biggest theme that I see. And with so many cards, like psychic, some of you could be psychics, tarot readers, you might be getting some vivid dreams, you might be seeing things before they happen, some of you. And the river energy is also about purification, because so many ceremonies and rituals happen in the river. The river energy is also about clearing out the past and going with the flow, going in. And I mean, and again, also with the river energy, things that are meant to happen will happen. You cannot stop the flow of the river forever. So a lot of redirection might be happening. That is why maybe you pick this flow card intuitively. But whatever is happening for you in the month of September, I see that it's redirecting you in the direction you need to go. It is putting you on the right track. Okay. Okay, so I have some ritual cards here. So these are some rituals that you can do to feel better, to feel good, to feel grounded, and to just show up as your best self in the month of September. Okay, so some self-care rituals that you can do. Number one is sync with the moon. Okay, so if you are a woman of reproductive age, if you have your periods and all of that, then honor your cycle. I see on social media a lot of exaggeration around the female cycle and all of that. You know, there's a lot of hype around cycle syncing, and I got influenced a lot with that. But then I came to realization that understanding your cycle is a strength and not a weakness. So just because you are in your luteal phase, just because you are on your period, it does not mean that you stop working, you get lazy, you do nothing. No, not like that. It does not mean that you cannot start anything new in that. Okay. So if you have been having some misconceptions around that, I would say it's time to think again. And I would see this as allow yourself the grace that you need. So if you feel low energy, allow yourself to rest, but also make sure that you are not being lazy. You're not carried away by your emotions, or just because you are again in your luteal phase or something, and you're like, no, but also if you are in your luteal phase, then it means that your body might have less energy, but it does not mean it necessarily will have. But psychologically it can have an impact, because for the longest time I thought that, okay, now I'm in luteal phase, now I don't have the energy, and I was so wrong. So be careful with this. Okay, so if you have not been tracking your cycle, I would highly recommend that. That will give you like a clear picture of when you feel more energized, when you need extra rest. Okay, and also since it says sync with the moon, we have lunar eclipse coming in. Use that lunar eclipse energy to release with this hermit energy. Write down any thoughts, fears, negative feelings, anything that you feel confused about. Write it down and just say a little prayer to the divine, to the universe, like whosoever you believe in, just like a higher power. Just pray to that higher power to give you the clarity and release any negative beliefs, any negative patterns, any negative attachments. Okay, do that on a lunar eclipse, because lunar eclipse energy is about clearing. And then on the solar eclipse, that is when you can start sowing the seeds for something new. And around the solar eclipse is when you set the stage for new beginnings. But during the solar eclipse, okay, on the 21st of September, like write down what you think your vision is. Write down your goals, any new epiphanies, breakthroughs, new direction that you have probably started to see by that time. Write that down, but give yourself at least a week to 10 days to settle into that energy, and then decide towards the end of the September, like, okay, what are my next steps? Okay, again, that does not mean that you have to be passive, but just be in tune with your emotions, because moon is our emotional world, and also the actual moon with the new moon, full moon, and all of that. Then we have aromatherapy. So having some nice fragrances will help you as well. And we also have here connect with fire. So you can use some scented candles to lift your spirits. And with connect with fire, this has been so significant for me. So in the past, anytime I would feel that I have low energy or I will feel uninspired, I am telling you, just lighting a candle on my desk changed my mood, changed my energy levels. I don't know how this works, but this works, because the fire element represents energy, drive, spark, creativity. Okay, so especially if you're doing any sort of creative work, lighting a candle on your desk, and especially a scented candle. And since it is aromatherapy, so let's say you are doing some creative work, using some scents that are uplifting, like that of, let's say, lemon or something, some zesty, fruity, fresh energy that will help you be more creative. And if you're relaxing, then some grounding fragrances will help you. But yeah, this will definitely help you. So that is what I have for you in the month of September, my pile number 3s, group number 3s. If this reading resonated with you, if you found this reading helpful, hit the like button to let me know, and do let me know in the comments down below, what is your big vision? Okay, I really want to know, and I want to cheer you on. Let's work on this vision. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I have also posted September predictions for each zodiac sign. So I will link the playlist in the description box, so you can see your September predictions for your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. And that will give you a more expanded, holistic, personalized picture of what is coming for you in the month of September 2025. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification bells are on, so that next time when I post a reading, you are notified. And I'll see you in your next reading. Bye bye.